So we get really focused on the foods, the specific foods that are or aren't going to work. And we really step out of what foods do I actually like? What foods actually feel good for me in my body? I've asked people this before and they're like, what? I haven't thought about that. Like, I've just been eating XYZ because that's what I thought I was supposed to be eating. I don't know what foods feel good for my body. I've never, literally never asked myself that question. I don't even know if I like the foods that I've been eating. I've just been eating them. There's so little of our opinion in what we're eating and what's going into our body. And we get so disconnected from our body's natural physiological cues. We forget they exist. Did you know? So let me just ask you, did you know that your body has its own physiological cues to let you know what's working for it? If it's releasing weight or not, if it's in a place where it can release weight, it knows exactly how much food it needs. And you can tap in and get yourself to a place where you're asking that and it's giving you an answer. It knows how much food it needs in order to live at the weight that you want to live at. And it will tell you. You just have to slow down. You have to be able to slow down and listen. And yeah, we just get all of this advice, all of this overwhelm gets us so out of asking our bodies and knowing what's going on in our bodies. So, for you here today, listening to this, you need to get back to you. I feel like that is like the ending line in some cheesy movie or something, but girl, it's time for you to get back to you. Your body's natural signals, tapping back into those and utilizing those to lead the way for your weight loss. Foods that you like, foods that feel good for you, foods that give you energy, that digest well for you. If a food is providing you with like a clear head, the energy that you need to finish out your day, and it's digestively comfortable, you don't have any discomfort when you eat it, you don't have gas, bloating, pain, rumbling, it's probably going to serve you to lose weight. It's probably great for you. Your body can easily digest it. It can easily get the nutrients that it needs out of it. It can easily provide you, it's not bogging you down with brain fog and feeling terrible and only, just wanting to take a nap. Those are signs that it's probably not serving you. And I'm not saying that you have to cut those foods out. I'm saying if there's a food like that, either decide that you don't want it to be a part of your life, or you say, okay, I know fully that how this food is going to make me feel. It's really not going to serve me, to get through my day with energy, but I really like it. So I'm going to plan to have it. I'm not cutting it out. This isn't the end of the line for us. I'm just going to not be eating it for every lunchtime every day. It's not going to help me in that way. Again, listening to your opinion, listening to your body's opinion, and taking that focus back to yourself. And this is the real reason why I don't tell people what to eat, what to wait, why I don't tell them what to eat. Because who am I to say that I know better what you should be eating than you and your body? I am not. I know really well what works for me, what feels good for me, what gives me energy, what helps me weigh what I want to weigh. How do I know that that's going to work for you? I don't. Only you can tell me that. And that's where we run into the real issues with like a lot of the diets, but just like anyone online who's like, you have to eat this way, or, look at how much weight I've lost. This is what I did. That's what worked for them. It worked for their bodies. It made them feel good. It served them to lose weight. It worked in their schedule. You got to think about that too. Is that going to work for you? Why are you letting them tell you that? You decide. Go out there and figure that out for yourself. I also want to say to you, confusion, overwhelm, those are emotions that are created by your thoughts, how you're thinking. So asking yourself, what am I thinking that is creating confusion and overwhelm for me? So let me give you an example. We're going to take it back to the banana. If you think, wow, I'm really not sure if bananas are okay for me to eat because this diet said that bananas are really good, but this diet said that they're too high sugar and they're really fattening. So I'm just not sure. Say that to yourself, or how do you feel right now emotionally? Probably confused. That was a lot. And then the other option is, I don't like bananas. They don't feel good for me. I'm not eating bananas. That was pretty confident. That is my thought. Calm and confident. Don't like bananas. They don't work for me. No thanks. Okay, moving on. Those sentences in your brain, what you're thinking about things, really matter. So asking yourself, how am I thinking about this stuff that's got me in this place of confusion and overwhelm and being really stuck? And how can I reframe some of this stuff? A lot of what you're probably repeating, if you're feeling diet advice overwhelm, is other people's opinions. All of these other people's opinions, many different people's opinions that are very conflicting. So ask yourself, I'm choosing not to listen to these other people's opinions. What is my opinion? Ultimately, weight loss is not about the specific foods that you're eating. It's a lot less about that. And it's more about how you think about eating, why you're eating. And I think a really good example of this is a lot of women tell me this, you should see my husband. He just eats whatever he wants and he never gains weight. And I think that's such an interesting thing when we see these men who will have, fast food a couple times a day and they have no weight issue. And it's really because it's a lot less about what you eat. Not that I would ever recommend that sort of diet, but they have no chatter about the food. There is no, is this good? Is this bad? Oh my God, I ate so terribly yesterday. I feel awful. I need to fix it. I have to redo it. But this food's going to be so amazing and I never get to eat it and I'll never get to have it again. This is my one chance. So I'm just going to eat all of it. There's none of that. And so what they're eating is a lot less important because where they are when they're eating, let's say, a fast food hamburger, they might take a bite and be like, you know what, I'm not as hungry as I thought I was, and just throw it away. There's no mental drama. There was no drama leading up to the burger. They weren't like, should I have it? Should I not have it? I don't know. That there wasn't any of that. And then they took a bite and they checked in with their body and they said, yep, not not really as hungry as I thought I was. And they throw it away. Or they say, yeah, I'm still pretty hungry. I'm gonna have another bite, but I'm not having another bite because this is my last chance to eat it and I'll never get to have it again. And maybe, you know, it's so good. It's the best food I've ever had. They're eating it because, like, my body physically needs this fuel right now. That is the difference. And it's the place where I want my clients to feel like they can live, where there is so little mental chatter about what they should eat and why they're eating it and how good it is. And it's all quieted down, and they're just more like, I'm not focused on the list of foods that I should be eating or shouldn't be eating. I'm focused on where my body is. Does my body physically need this right now? If not, I'm fully willing and happy to throw it away. Is that crazy or what? It's really not. And it will get you to where you want to be weight-wise. So that's my point. Like, are you listening to your body's cues? Are you getting yourself to this place where you can quiet down the mental chatter and all of these thoughts that you have running through your brain about the food and how all the things, and just be like, is this what my body needs right now? Does it feel good for me? And moving on. Those are the questions that all I need answers to. And that's it. And when you're coming from that place of calm and confidence, your weight, it becomes so much easier to manage. And you can also have your indulgences. Be like, heck yeah, I love ice cream. Having a bite, that feels good still. And I'm done. I've got no drama about I need to eat the whole carton or this is the best food ever and I'll never be able to have it again. There's none of that. Just like I like ice cream and I have a bite and it's amazing and I'm done. That's where you can get to. That's where I want you to be. So I also want you to be thinking about, are you able to reframe things that have happened so that they serve you and you can move on? A lot of what we talk about in my program with my clients is failure. I love it because the way I look at it, come to me, tell me your failures, and I'm going to tell you why, what we can learn from that, and what to do to move forward. It's never a failure, really. That's the term that we use, and the term that you use, the term that we are all familiar with, but truly it's a learning opportunity. So let me ask you, can you reframe things for yourself? Anything, it can also be other people's opinions, so that it can serve you and you can move on and you don't have to be thinking about it all the time. Really, that's getting back to your mindset. Like, how can I reframe this for me so that I can move on and I can figure out what actually matters for me? It's a great question to ask yourself. And I just want to leave you with, notice that this diet advice, weight loss advice, overwhelm conversation, at no point did we talk about my opinion about what you should be eating. All that really matters is your opinion. Your opinion is what matters. So get back to that. Start asking yourself those questions. Those are fantastic questions to ask yourself. And anytime you hear all of these other voices coming up, just bring it back to you. What's my opinion? I don't care that my mom's over there across the table, like, finish your plate, eat more food. Nope. What's my opinion about how much I should be eating and what feels good for my body? Nobody else can answer that but me. Okay? All right, so that's it for me today. I know that if you're in that place of confusion and overwhelm, this is going to be so helpful for you. to move forward, to move on, to get yourself to a place where you feel that calm confidence. That's how you know you're going to start losing the weight. Okay. So if you're interested in working with me, you can join my wait list and be the first to know when spots open. And you can find that at bit.ly/call waitlist, and join the waitlist, and I will let you know when the spots open. Okay. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.